If your Land Rover key's looking a bit worse for wear, you don't necessarily need a new key, just a new case. These keys often fail mechanically before anything electronic goes wrong. The buttons wear out and the case is split. A replacement shell is a much cheaper option. So with the new one, we get a new key case, we get a little screwdriver, we get a blade there, which we're not going to use because we've got the old blade with the old key, and a rubber seal, which goes in the middle somewhere. These are quite tough, these Land Rover keys, so you've got to be a bit rough with it actually. So you push in the little buttons at either end, and then you'll slide the drawer open, which hides the blade key. And then you push the button again, and you can open the other side where the battery's hidden. So your first job is to slide out the little battery drawer. Then we're going to pry the case apart. This can be quite difficult, so you might have to put some effort into it. But it pops apart, there's no glue or anything, it's just pressed in. You'll then be able to see the little circuit board, which is the most important part of the key. We're going to just strip all the outside bits off and everything, pull it all away, and then we're left with just the circuit board and the back case of the key. And then we're going to carefully lift the circuit board away from the back. It's not really held in there with anything, it's just exactly the right shape and it just sits in there. So that's the old key, totally knackered. We're going to pull the blade out of its housing now. You have to get it in the right location and it just slots out. So here we have the new key. The back cover is off there. We're just going to take it apart the same as we have with the old key, and then we're going to be able to rebuild it from the ground up. So we just pop both sides off there, and then we're going to pop the battery tray out of it because we don't want the battery floating around getting in the way. So we need the back cover and then the circuit board, and we're going to slot it in. It only goes one way, so you can't get it wrong. You don't need to force it in at all. The little blade slots in. That only goes one way, exactly the same as it came out. Once it goes in, it's a bit stiff when it's new because all the metal's a bit clean and sharp edged. So you give it a wiggle and it frees off. Then we can start putting it all back together. It's a bit fiddly trying to get that metal piece on the side. So take it steady because we don't want to snap anything. I think this key case was about 20 quid, so it's a great deal cheaper than an auto locksmith who'd probably charge a couple of £100. So you need to get the rubber gasket on the back cover. It seats out round, it won't fall off because it holds itself in place. You want to make sure it's seated correctly because that's going to keep the key waterproof. So then you just pop the cover back on. They're really hard to push together, so you really got to give it a squeeze. You don't want to get it wrong because you don't want to be trying to pull it apart again. So squeeze it together nicely. That's pretty much it. That's your new key. Now we're going to put the battery in with the little battery drawer. So you just push the little end button and then the drawer flicks open. It's a bit less flexible than the old one. It's a bit harder to pop open. The battery's got to go in the right way up, but you can't get it wrong because there's a little notch out of the drawer. So you just push her on in and then you're going to click the battery cover closed and then we can pop our keyring back on and then we're going to wander outside and have a go with it. All the buttons feel nice, so we just got to make sure that they actually press. So here we go, and it works like a dream. Job done.